A few years ago, my favorite superpower was invisibility because I was horrendously down bad, but also because every time someone looked at me, I made a list instantly in my head of 100 things that were wrong with me. I started doing a bunch of strategies, and one day after a couple years, like not too long ago, I was talking to this guy and he said that I was noticeably more confident than when I had first met him maybe 6 months ago. He said the way I walked, the way I spoke, just my overall vibe was just better. And here are the top 3 strategies that I've used. Number 1, decide what you actually care about. Not even 2 weeks ago, I used to have a moustache, which was a little bit on the fluffy side, a little bit on the not good side, and so I got rid of it. But hey, it wasn't terrible, but for a while, I was confident that, hey, you know what, I like this moustache. I don't care what other people think. I think I look more manly with it. I know that it doesn't look the best, but I like looking manly, and so I'm gonna keep it. I eventually kind of changed my mind on that, but that doesn't really matter. The point was that for that period of time, I stopped caring about all the nasty comments on YouTube about how it doesn't look good, because I had actually worked out in my head, no, I don't care. I'm not open to advice on this. I like it. When you're unsure about something, should I keep the moustache? Like, do I care if people judge me on my fashion? You're going to just be very open to judgment. You're going to be hurt so much more than if you just work out what you actually care about and whether you're right. So the next time you get a bit of fear, just think about, like, am I right in this, or are they right? However, please don't take this as an excuse to get around just like being mean to people and having bad breath. Please don't do that. The second strategy is to just stop caring a little bit more about people's opinions on certain stuff. There's always a line between, like, you should care about this and, like, it's not worth caring about. For example, if someone says you have terrible breath, you should probably listen to them. If someone says that they don't like your shoes, maybe you shouldn't listen to them. It's debatable. And so there is a line where you should listen to people. And right now, if you're getting lots of anxiety, you're probably very far away from that line onto the side of caring way too much. And so a good strategy, like, is not to do any complex thinking or anything, just start moving towards that line. This whole video, by the way, is about how to stop caring about what people think. There's other ways to become confident, that's only one way, but really if you just stop caring what other people think, you're not gonna have any troubles with anything else. How you actually do this, the next time you're worrying about, like, oh, should I say this in conversation? Just say it. And then after you've done it, then reflect, okay, was that a little bit obnoxious and everything? It's probably not going to be mind to you because you're very far away from that line. Next time you're worried about, like, is this fit good? Just ignore everything, just ignore all your thoughts and just wear it. And then afterwards, you can think about it. But don't think about it before, think about it afterwards. And the third strategy is to stop judging yourself so harshly. Remember that results lag behind achievements. For example, I didn't have friends until, like, embarrassingly recently. I was like 19 years old when I made my first, like, proper friend, I guess. But my conversation skills were probably good enough to make friends earlier than that. I don't know how much earlier, but earlier for sure. Probably months to maybe a year earlier, probably months. And so conversation skills were not very good at all. But they did, like, I was judging my conversation skills kind of off how many friends I had. My whole social life was getting judged together when really my conversation skills were pretty good and they'd improved a lot. So I didn't need to be so harsh on myself. And in conversations, I didn't need to go, oh, no, I can't say that because of my identity of someone who has bad conversation skills. Instead, I could have said it because I actually had decent conversation skills. And you're also probably treating you right now and you like a year ago or a couple months ago as the exact same person. Your identity is, like, based on you from too long ago. For example, maybe your conversation skills sucked 2 years ago and you still think that your conversation skills suck when really they're fine. They're so much better than they were 2 years ago. So just have a think about those two things. You'll probably notice that you're a lot better than you think. And hey, you could take this even further and just go beyond where you're at right now. Just absolutely be delusional, laugh, just role play as someone who's more confident, better social skills than you. And hey, again, what I said with the line thing, you're probably gonna end up closer to what you actually like. So it's probably gonna work fine. Just remember to also pair this with treating people with respect, always putting them first, being nice, because otherwise you might risk being arrogant, but probably not. But if you're confident and nice, you can't be arrogant. That doesn't work. So just be nice and you'll be fine. So here's an actionable step. Get out the pen and paper right now and just write down, like, 3 sentences about what, like, this video has taught you. one of the mindsets or something, one of the shifts. 3 sentences is not going to take very long. The reason I'm saying only 3, that way you'll actually do it, because otherwise you might watch this video, like probably hundreds of people will. Actually, no, not hundreds, I don't get any views. Tens of people will. Tens of people will do nothing, but I know you. You're not going to be one of them. So I hope this helps. Subscribe and have an amazing day. 'Cause I love the small things that you do. I was reminded what I felt for you. Guess what I get to do now? I'm finished filming. I get to go home and make my YouTube intro in Minecraft. Let's go. I'm so excited.